Namaste, beautiful yogis. Today's class is going to be a quick, intense vinyasa interval yoga class. It's going to be part of the coffee cup series. So let's get started and let's get the breath going. Let's get started at the front of our mats, feet hip width apart. The toes are pointing directly forward, strong core, and begin to connect. Begin to create a conscious connection with your core. As you inhale, feel your tailbone elongating down. Feel your abdominal wall strengthening, your chest opening. As you exhale, feel your feet sinking into your mat. Feel the connection with the floor. Feel the connection with the ground. As you inhale, feel a lift as if you're being pulled up by a string up. And you feel your spine elongating. As you exhale, feel that connection deepening and come back to this core connection through the entire practice. It's called the core because it's your powerhouse. So let's open the arms, the hands towards the front of the room. Drop the shoulders back and down. Drop the shoulder blades into the back, so no shoulder blades sticking out. Pull the belly in, extend the tailbone slightly down. Do not overtuck. You don't want to look like this. You don't want to look like the duck look, but you don't want to completely lose your back connection. So just maintain a nice curvature in the back without overdoing it. Big breath in. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale. Beginning to cultivate Ujjayi breathing. Big breath in. Exhale through the nose. And let's inhale the hands over the head. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, straight back. Dive down. Inhale, look ahead of you. Hands on the floor, step back. Plank. Press the heels away from you, spread the fingers wide open, lifting the arches of your hands up, pressing the base of each finger down. Strong hands, creating the foundation for strong shoulders. Let's take the right leg up. Bring the right foot over the left, lower down Chaturanga. Come back up and bring your right knee into your elbow and go back. Lifting through the heel, cross, Chaturanga. Come back up, lift, knee to elbow. One more time, lift, cross, Chaturanga. Come back up, lift, knee in. Now round your back as much as you can. Pull the belly in and draw your knee into your chest. Really pull the belly in here. Look between your hands. Step your foot between your hands. Press the back heel away from you. Come up. Big breath in. High lunge. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and reach over to your right elbow back. Come back up, lift. Hands in prayer. Left elbow, right knee. Look up. Exhale. Come back up. Hands in prayer. And we're going to take a big step forward and come into Warrior Tree. So bend your back knee. That's where you're going to get the power to go straight into Warrior Tree. And shift. Warrior Tree. Once you're here, once you have found balance, find alignment. Come up to standing and lift your leg in front of you. And back to Warrior Tree. Come up to standing, lift the left leg in front of you. And back to to warrior three. Come up to standing, lift the leg in front of you, lift a little higher, back to warrior three. And we're gonna drop the left hand on the floor, revolving half moon pose. And let's bring both hands on the floor, bending the standing knee. We're gonna come up into chair pose on one leg. Flex your foot. Look down, make sure you're pressing that right knee back. Try to square your hips as much as you can. Great. From here, we're gonna bring the hands on the floor and take a hop back. 2, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. Lengthen the back of your neck. Pull the belly in and press your toes down. Back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide open. Pressing the tailbone as high as you can. Ujjayi breath. The only way to deepen your practice is really to deepen your breath. So everything else is less important. Your breath is the most important part of your practice. Let's come into plank. Take the left leg up. You are projecting through your heel here. Your heel is really driving this move. Cross the feet, chaturanga. Come back up, lift the leg and bring your knee in. And come back, cross, chaturanga, lift the leg, knee in. Back, cross, chaturanga, lift the heel, knee in. Bring the knee into your chest and pull the belly in. Rounding the back here and draw the knee as high as you can into your chest. Look between your hands and you're gonna step. Bring the foot between the hands, press the back heel away from you and come up. High lunge. You're gonna grab the right wrist with the left hand, elbows back, reach over. If you extend your tailbone down here, you will feel this stretch going through your obliques all the way into the hip flexor, maybe the psoas. So make sure you're aligning your hips and your tailbone here. Coming back to center. Hands in prayer. Right elbow, left knee. Look over your shoulder, press the back heel away from you. Inhale, come back up, and here prepare to shift into warrior three. We're gonna bend the back knee and push into your heel, push into your toes. That's where the power will come from. And press into warrior three. Level the hips once you're here. And let's come up to standing. Lift the leg. Back to warrior three. One more time. Lift. Back to warrior three. Level the hips. Flex the foot. Press the heel away from you. Flexing the foot, all 5 toes pointing down or directed down. One more time. Lift. And back into warrior three. This time we're gonna bring the right hand on the floor. Left arm reaches up. Press the back heel away from you, lift that leg. Press the left hip away from you, or the left hip away from your left shoulder. And let's come back into warrior three. We're gonna bend that standing knee, standing leg, and come into chair. Try to square your hips here. And let's lower the hands on the floor, lift. And take a hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hold. Back to chaturanga, hold. Plank. Downward facing dog. Back to your ujjayi breath. If you had forgotten. As you exhale, gently soften your heels towards the floor. It doesn't matter if your heels are touching the floor or not. Soften them in that direction, softening your ankles, softening your hamstrings. And lift your tailbone up. Let's come into plank. Lift the right leg off the floor. Bring your right knee into your triceps and back. One more time. Lift it as high as you can. And back. 3. And back. 4. Lift. And back. 5. Lift. Keep it high. Bring it into your chest. Round your back. Pull your belly in. And really lift your knee. Drive your knee in. And step it through. Come up. High lunge. Let's lower the back knee on the floor and go into back bend. Crescent. Coming back up. Lift your knee. Back up. And here, we're gonna go into warrior three one more time. Bend the back knee and shift. Now you can use this variation of warrior three. It's a little more advanced. It requires a really strong back. Otherwise, you can have your hands in prayer or out for balance. And let's bend the right knee. Chair. Warrior three. Chair. Warrior three. Chair. Straighten the right leg, lift the left leg up, grab your big toe or your knee and twist. We're working with a lot of standing leg poses and twists, so we're going to be boosting metabolism and improving digestion. Soften your belly. Great. Look ahead of you. Switch hands. Open. The right hand out. Open. The left leg out and tuck the tailbone under. Try to keep your hips square here. You can look away from your foot. It will add to the challenge. Great. Coming back forward. And into standing half splits. Transitional standing half split. so that we can bring the hands on the floor, bend the right knee, and take a hop, chaturanga, upward dog. Back to chaturanga, plank, downward dog. Plank, press the heels away from you. Take the left heel up, knee to triceps. Inhale back, exhale. Inhale back, 3, 4, 5. And from here we're gonna round the back. Bring the knee in and really pull it in, draw it in. This should be very challenging. Look between your hands, step it through. Press the back heel away from you. Come up. And let's lower the right knee on the floor. Crescent lunge. Look behind you if you are experienced with crescent. Coming back up, lift. We're gonna prepare to transition into warrior three. So again, think about your right leg here. We're gonna slightly bend the knee. In the future, you don't have to do that, but this is gonna help you prepare you forward. So bend the right knee, active heel, and shift, stick it, and warrior three. Level the hips. Bend the knee, chair, one-legged chair, and warrior three. You can open out, level the hips, and chair, one-legged chair. That will make chair a pleasant experience. Warrior three. One-legged chair. Sit a little deeper in your chair. Come up to standing and lift your leg and grab your big toe and grab your big toe and twist here. Look behind you, soften your belly. Let's face forward, changing hands. Grabbing the right foot with the right hand. Open out. Open your right leg all the way to the right and keep your right hip down. You can flex your foot. You can look away from your foot. You can come back forward, grab your foot with both hands, and we're gonna let it go and go back into a transitional standing half splits. Hands on the floor, you can bend your standing leg, use the right leg to lift you up, and take a hop back. Chaturanga and upper dog, let's hold it. Back to chaturanga. And downward facing dog, back to your breath. Really reestablish the connection. Hands floor. Plank. Elbow plank. Plank. elbow plank, plank, elbow plank, plank, elbow plank, plank, elbow plank, plank, elbow plank. And here you're gonna bring the left forearm up parallel to the front of your mat. Take side elbow plank. Hand behind the head. We're gonna go for my favorite side plank crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lifting the hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the inner edge of your right foot on the floor and lift your left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift, elbow plank. Now you're probably thinking we should go in child's pose. Nope. We're gonna go in plank. Elbow plank, plank, elbow plank, plank, elbow plank, plank, elbow plank. Bring the right forearm across from parallel to the front of your mat. Side plank. Let's bring the left hand behind the head, left knee to left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And bring the inner edge of your left foot on the floor. Lift the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Good. Elbow plank. And now you're gonna clasp your hands, press your heels back, keep your shoulders over your elbows, pull the belly in, hold. Pressing the heels away from you. Hey baby, All right. Now you're thinking child's pose. No. We're gonna lift the right leg up, left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll do 2 more just in case you didn't move with me. All right, plank. Good. Chaturanga, upward dog. Ooh. Back to chaturanga, exhale. And now you can take child's pose or downward facing dog. Coming back to your Ujjayi breath. Let's look under the right shoulder if you're in down dog, and under the left. Soften the face muscles. Inhale the right leg up. step the right foot between your hands, press the back heel down, come up, warrior one. Hands over the third eye, warrior two. Turn the right hand up, reverse the warrior, keep the knee bent. Come back into warrior two. Clasp the hands behind you, press the hands away from your back, soften the front of the shoulder, and lower down side angle with a clasp. Alright, either hold here or you can take a really strong side angle. Make sure your stance is strong and reach in front of you, opening the left rib cage. Great. From here we're gonna bring the chest parallel to the floor, bring the back heel up, hold here. Hands on the hips, and we're gonna do stepping. So we're gonna bring the left foot to the right heel. 1 and back, lunge. 2, try to hold the lunge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they should burn. 9, 10, hold, lift your foot here. Woo, and step it back. Okay, come up, hands over the heart, twist, drop the shoulders away from the ears, exhale, soften your exhalation. Coming out of this high lunge, and we're going to straighten the front leg, stepping the back leg. Make sure your hips are square and begin to lower down. You can grab your shin bone here and hold here, making sure that your hips are square and your back is straight. I will deepen it. You can follow along if you can keep the hips square and the back straight. Breathe into the back of your leg. Coming halfway up, keep the left hand on the floor on your shin bone. Triangle, revolving triangle. Press the right hip away, back away from your shoulder. And reach over your head. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Step it back. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Exhale. Coming back to your breath in downward facing dog. Coming back to your hand and wrist alignment, shoulder alignment, tailbone alignment, belly. Dhyana Bandha. Connection with your breath and with your core, with your center, with your center. Let's take the left leg up, step the left foot between your hands, drop the back heel down, come up. Warrior one. Hands over the heart. Warrior two. Sink as deep as you can into your warrior, all the way to parallel. And we're gonna turn the left palm up. Keep your knee there, so your leg is not moving. Only upper body moving. Reversing the warrior. Come back to warrior two. Hands behind you, clasping. Open the chest. Reverse your clasp. Take strong stance. And lower down. Side angle with a clasp. Lengthen. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Open the hip. Either stay here or deepen this. Reach in front of you. And here we're gonna turn the back heel up. Chest parallel to the floor. Come up to standing or to high lunge. We're gonna bring the hands on the hips and take 10 steps, keeping the lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step it back. Over the heart, hands over the heart, twist. Deepen our twist to even the sides out. And from here we're gonna straighten the leg, square the hips, press the back heel down, and begin to lower down. Intense side stretch. Breathe into the back of your leg. Coming halfway up and revolving triangle pose. And let's bring the hands on the floor, step it back. And from here, we're gonna take the back foot to the front of the mat, step it at the front, come into a squat, grab your big toes, and straighten your legs. And that is the end of the active sequence. From here, you can click onto any of my cool down sequences, or even you can choose a sequence that is a cool down sequence towards another class and continue with the floor sequence. I will be uploading more floor sequences in the future. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.